Hi everyone, welcome to yoga. Today we are going to be working on our triangle and pyramid pose. So go ahead and grab your mat and we're going to get started in a seated position. Thanks again for joining me. We'll sit up nice and tall in a comfortable seated position. We're going to go ahead and bring our arms all the way up. And exhale through heart center 2 more times. Big inhale, sweep those arms overhead. 1 more time. Bring those hands through heart center. This time we open up our arms to a T. Right arm comes underneath left. We grab those shoulders. We're giving ourselves a hug. Bring those elbows up. We'll hold it here. One more breath here. Open up those arms. Now the other arm goes on the bottom. We grab our shoulders, draw those elbows up, and breathe. And open up those arms wide. Drop them down to the mat. We'll plant our right hand, bending into our right elbow. Lift that left arm up and over. Switch sides, left arm plants, bend into that left elbow, reach that right arm up and over. One more time each side. Come back through center. We're going to plant our hands, come to all fours. Once we are on all fours, we will tuck our toes and press ourselves up into downward dog. From here, we'll walk or step forward into our forward fold. Once we're here, we'll bring our palms together, bend our knees, and slowly roll ourselves all the way up to a standing position. Once we're here, we'll stand up nice and tall, finding our mountain pose. So arms are long, palms face forward, shoulders drop away from the ear as we reach our crown of our head to the ceiling, finding length in that area. We move to our belly, pull your abdominals and tuck your tailbone, firm up your quads, and firmly plant your feet from left to right. You can close your eyes here if you'd like. We'll take 5 rounds of breath. One more breath here. And then we'll sweep those arms overhead. Big inhale. Exhale, fold yourself forward. Have your feet open a little bit wider than your hips. Opposite elbows, grab opposite hands grab opposite elbows, and we sway side to side. Letting our head hang heavy, letting our torso hang heavy. 2 more times each way. Come back to center, let go of your elbows, heel toe your feet together. Drop the crown of your head all the more, finding a forward fold here. We'll take 3 rounds of breath here. From here, we'll find that halfway lift. Long spine. Our gaze is over our feet. We're not bending our neck, looking at our thighs. Forward fold here. From here, we plant our hands and hop or step back into that plank. Once we're in our plank, we lower all the way down. Untuck those toes. Drop your elbows so they're underneath your shoulders. Plant your 10 fingers and hug your arms into your body. Pull your abdominals in. With your exhale, you press your chest away and your gaze is forward. Pull those abs in to protect your lower back. Lower down. Take those hands, plant them underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes, press up into plank, back into downward dog. Lift that right leg high. Look at your hands, bring it all the way through. We're going to step this left foot behind our right, coming into warrior 2 footing, but we're in our triangle, which means we have straight legs. We cartwheel our arms up. Firm up those quads. Right heels in line with the left arch. Gaze over that right middle finger. When we're active in this pose, we're active with our arms, we're active with our legs, our abdominals are engaged. One more breath here. And then we bend our knees, Plant our hands and step back into that plank. Once we're in our plank, we lower as slowly as we can all the way down. Untuck those toes. Drop to your forearms. Arms are hugging in close to your body. Pull your abdominals in with your inhale. Exhale, press yourself away. Lower yourself down. Hands come under shoulder. Tuck your toes. Press yourself up into plank, back into downward dog. Lift that left leg high. Look at your hands. Bring it through, coming into pyramid or triangle pose, warrior two footing. Actively reaching those arms. Legs are nice and straight. And breathe. From here, we'll drop our hands. We'll step our foot forward. Moving through our whole flow from the top. Big inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, fold yourself forward. We find that forward fold. 3 rounds of breath here. Find that halfway lift. Forward fold. We plant our hands, hop or step back into that plank. Once we're in our plank, we lower as slowly down as we possibly can. Drop yourself all the way down. Come onto your forearms. Inhale here, press yourself away. Lower yourself down. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Up into plank, back into downward dog. Once we're here, we come back to that right side. This time we come to pyramid. That right leg steps all the way through. That left leg steps back. And we sweep our arms up overhead. Firm up through those quads. Straighten those feet. Maybe you need to take a step back. With your foot, play with it. See what feels good for you. With that, we exhale and fold forward. We come up nice and tall. We step our left foot forward. We start that flow from the top. Big inhale, sweep those arms overhead. Exhale, we swan dive down. This time we hold our forward fold for 2 rounds of breath. Find that halfway lift. Forward fold, plant your hands, hop or step back into your plank. Once you're in your plank, slowly lower yourself all the way down. Untuck those toes. This time we find our cobra. Plant your hands. Press your chest away. Lower yourself down. Tuck your toes. Press up into plank, back into downward dog. This time we lift our left leg high. We look at our hands. We bring it all the way through, coming into our pyramid pose. Legs are straight. And our quads are flexed. Our hips are forward. And then we forward fold. Try to keep those legs straight. Only go as low as your body allows. Keeping your hands where they are. If they're not on the ground, bend your knees. Plant your hands and then step that back leg forward. We're going to come into our standing split. So we want our hands in front of us. I like to bring mine onto the tips. I start to bend through my left foot. Bend through my left knee, plant my left foot. And then I kick my right leg back as I bring my chest in to my left thigh. And I'm trying to get as high as I can with this right leg, trying to get into the splits. So you might be down here. That's fine. Try to keep your hip down so it's parallel to the ground, and then press your leg up. 2 more breaths here. Plant that right leg. Now we switch. Put all the weight into your right leg. Bend your knee. Start to lift that left leg back. Point your toe and press your chest into your right thigh. Left leg meets right. Hands come to prayer pose. Bend your knees, pull your abdominals in, roll yourself all the way up to a nice tall standing position. We'll start our flow at the top again. Big inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, fold yourself forward. Find that halfway lift. Fold yourself forward, plant your hands and hop or step back into plank. Again, we lower as slowly as we can all the way down to the mat. You got it. Good job. Untuck those toes. Plant your hands and press up into cobra. Lower back down. Tuck those toes. Plant your hands up into plank, back into downward dog. Let's hold our downward dog here. Lift that right leg high. Look at your hands, bring it through. We're coming to triangle pose. We step that left leg behind the right, heel to arch alignment. Cartwheel those hands up. Our legs are straight, our quads are firm. We reach our arms actively. They're in a straight line. Our arms, our abdominals are engaged. Gaze over that right middle finger. We're going to move left hand to left thigh, right arm reaches up and over. Come back to center. Hold it for 2 breaths. We pop our hips out behind us, so our left hips pop out. We keep our back nice and flat. We keep our arms nice and long as we hinge forward from our hips. So if you can only reach your hand to your thigh, that's fine. We want to try to have a straight line with our left and right arm. We want to have a nice flat back. If you can go further all the way to that down to the ground, keeping your legs straight, keeping your back straight, then make your way down there. We'll take 3 more breaths here. And then we're going to start to bring our left arm to meet our right arm as we step our left foot forward, coming into pyramid pose. But it's really revolving triangle that we're coming into. So that right hand that was on either our thigh or our shin is now replaced by our left hand. So we place that left hand to the outside of our leg as we reach our right arm up, coming into revolving triangle. Again, we want that nice flat back, those straight legs, abdominals pulled in. 2 more breaths here. And bring that right hand down. Step your left foot back and palms together in prayer pose. Bend your knees, abdominals, and roll yourself all the way up to a nice tall position. Once you're up nice and tall, we take our flow from the top. Big inhale, sweep those arms overhead. Big exhale, fold yourself forward. 2 rounds of breath here. Find that halfway lift. Forward fold, plant your hands, hop or step back into that plank. Lower yourself all the way down. Untuck your toes, press yourself away, coming into cobra. Lower yourself down, tuck your toes, press yourself up into plank, back into downward dog. We lift that left leg high. We look at our hands, we bring it all the way through. That right foot steps behind our left. We find our triangle pose. We find our heel to arch alignment. Arms are long. Right hand to right thigh, left arm reaches up and over. Back through center, pop those hips out, pop them out. And then with a flat back and long arms, we hinge forward. Go only as far as your body allows. It's like our back is flat on a wall. Gaze at that right hand. And now we're going to start to bring our right arm down. We step our right foot forward. Wherever that left hand is, the right hand replaces it, and we reach that left arm up to the ceiling. Revolving triangle. Bring that left arm down. Plant both your hands to the top of your mat. Step that right foot forward. We're going to come to standing splits one last time. We plant our left foot, bend that left knee, stick that right leg up and back as we lean our chest in towards our left leg. Right leg comes down. Plant that right leg, bend that right knee, and stick that left leg up high as you press your chest into your right leg. Bring that left leg down. Plant your hands and hopper, step back into your plank. Drop your knees as wide as your mat. Big toes touch. We're coming into our child's pose. Sit your hips back, walk your hands forward, drop your forehead. Walk your hands by your head, press yourselves up, bring your knees together, and then come to a tall kneeling stance. Bring that left leg long. Left hand rests on left thigh, reach that right arm over, and your gaze is at your left foot. Back through center, switch sides. Left knee comes in, right leg comes long. Right hand to right thigh, left arm up and over. Look at your right foot. And back through center, bring that right knee to meet the left. And then we can sit on our left hip, bring our right legs out to the right side, and then swing them around. We're going to come to reverse tabletop. Arms come along behind us, plant your feet. And then we press our hips up, drop your head behind you. And drop down. Once you're down, bring your legs out long and lower yourself all the way to your mat. We're going to bend those knees one more time. We're going to come into bridge. Bend those knees, plant your feet, plant your arms long. Big inhale here, exhale, press up. We'll hold it here for 3 breaths. Drop yourself back down one more time. Inhale here, exhale, press up. Press actively into your arms, press into your feet. 3 breaths here. Lower yourself down. Bring those knees into your chest. Think about pressing that lumbar spine into the mat. Bring your belly button to your spine. 2 more breaths. And then bring your legs long, making your way to Shavasana. Arms are long by your side. Bring your tongue away from your mouth, the roof of your mouth. Breathe into any tight areas. Hopefully you're feeling nice and loose here. Keep those abdominals engaged. And relax. You can start to bend your knees and plant your feet. Roll onto your side, cradling your head. And then press yourselves up, finding a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to heart center, taking time to thank yourself for being here. I thank you for being here. And if you like this video, please hit like and please subscribe. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and we'll see you soon.